Welcome to day 4. This is Tuesday. Headed for breakfast. I've just gone 9 o'clock. I had my first breakfast, and now we're going to have breakfast to the rest of the crowd. Looks like there's going to be a bit of rain today, so we thought we'd get out and if anything, do the ride before the rain comes. Clouds all around. Apparently the breakfast place is something like 25 miles from the hotel. One of the reasons that there's slim pickings around the hotel for food is that Darryl was telling me that after Labor Day, a lot of the tourism business is shut down, and so you'll see a lot of the restaurants are on restricted hours. They mightn't be open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that type of thing. And and then when the fall colors come in, and then the tourism will pick up again for that little while that the fall colors are in, and then it'll die down again for the winter. More cornfields. Oh, some twisties here now. Finally gonna get to round off some of the edges on that slightly squared off Rally SDR tires. I must say, so far I've had nice feedback from the tires, other than the whirring tire noise, but they feel good. But like I said, I've only ridden kind of on the highway, hardly any twisties. This is the first time it's going to get some twisties. We're going to get some twisties on these tires, so. But they do change direction quite nicely. Road here isn't the smoothest, but the Rally Pro makes short work of that. If I lost cell coverage, my Sirius XM stopped. Turn it off. I noticed at the hotel that my Verizon coverage isn't all that great. Get like 1 bar. So I don't know what's the story here. Verizon in this part of the country. Seem to have lost the others behind. Either that or they slowed up to give us a little bit of a head start, and then they're going to do those twisties a little bit faster. But we're into the more calm curvy roads now, so hope there's nothing wrong with anybody. But they know the way there, so, and you've got cell coverage. So they'll let us know if there's a problem. Chilaquiles, I guess. Excellent, excellent, and good coffee too. So now we're out for a little bit of a ride before the rain comes. The rain should be moving in probably around 4 o'clock. We're going to be going to a supper club tonight for supper. No lunch today. We're going to get a van ride, courtesy van from the supper club. It's going to pick us up at 6 o'clock, I think, and should be good. Beautiful country here. Oh man, I like the little towns and everything. Look at this. I don't know what real estate prices are like here, but I could live here in a little house like this, no problem. All got basements. Yep. Some mobile homes here. Very nice. This is my kind of living. Nice park here too. Cool. County Road T. Here they have letters for road numbers, road letters. Makes no sense to me, but oh well. Beans on the left is what Darrell was pointing out. These are beans as opposed to corn. So the beans are shorter, and you can see it's a different bush. But if you know what you're looking for, you can figure out what it is. Pretty cool. And when they're brown, they're about 15 days away from picking. That's what Daryl's saying. There's some corn right next to it. That's corn. This is Daryl's backyard. I mean, he's from Minnesota, so farm country. So Wisconsin, Minnesota, this is all their backyard. Him and Bruce and Don. Beautiful country. Must say I'm enjoying this this scenery quite a lot. And I'm enjoying this this tires. Able to ride on the sides of these tires now, which is excellent. Of course, on the way home I have 1,200 miles of squaring them off again, but at least for now we're going to round off what we put on before. Beautiful country. I can only imagine what this looks like in the fall. Man, it's not too long from now too. I mean, right now the temperature is 67, and in the night it gets down pretty cool, I guess. So it won't be long before the leaves start changing. It is September. Rally Pro handles these twisties so nicely. You wouldn't think. I keep saying. Despite the 21-inch front wheel, it does a really good job in the twisties. Daryl's slowing up a bit, but I had to use my brake. That's okay. We got 3 guys behind in scooters. Fastest riders in the group are on scooters. Only one RS here in this ride-in. That's Bob. Next year I'm going to bring my RS. We'll have the ride-in Texas, and I'll bring Grump the Grey. He's got to make an appearance sometime. This Tiger Triple is a very torquey engine. Yes, it's got less torque than the RS. It's a smaller engine, but how it makes the torque, it's very tractable. And so riding in the twisties, the engine is very well suited for this kind of riding. Not only that, but the suspension is fantastic for any kind of bumpiness on the roads. Yeah, the GT would do a good job as well. It's got the same engine, and the suspension is plenty for this kind of roads. So what a beautiful ride. This Tiger is built for this. My God. Nice spirited riding over some kind of rough roads. Nice curves. Nothing too drastic. Of course, I can be going a heck of a lot faster than I'm doing right now on this bike. But suspension, tires, the chassis is working well. The engine is well suited. I'm just floating over all these bumps like a magic carpet ride. Of course, I got the rear suspension on a little bit of a stiffer setting because of the panniers. I didn't turn it down when I took the panniers off. Too lazy. But this is just perfect, man. Perfect. And essentially I just have the bike on the standard settings. Nothing fancy. Standard factory settings. Works good for me. I don't know where's the bump. It says bump. Maybe this is the bump. I don't know. I can't tell. Bump is somewhere. Everywhere is bumps. It is truly beautiful out here. My Lord. I can see why Darryl likes this and likes the farm country, farm lifestyle, I guess. As long as you got your health, this is not bad. Good living. Gotta be in the right gear. There's twisties for you. some of the best riding you've come across in these ride-ins. Some nice soft curves, big sweepers, and some tight twisties occasionally. Very nice. And essentially the roads are in pretty good condition, considering that this is in country that sees proper winter, so there's frost heaves on the road, which kind of you know, break up the road every spring. So they've got to constantly keep patching the roads, but this is very good. Some of the roads have numbers, some of them got letters. Weird. allergies are finally starting to catch up with me. Not surprising driving through all of this farm country, eh? So we're back in Trempealeau after a 200 and almost 10-mile ride in some beautiful Wisconsin countryside. I must say I do love this part of the country. This is so pretty. All the little houses, look at this. I mean, you know, this is all I saw all day. All these nice houses, nice lawns, you know, modest houses. Very pretty. Country living. Very, very nice. You know, and a funny thing I did see lots of American flags. I mean, there's a lot of farm country. I saw lots of American flags. Not one blue flag with a T on it. Not one. And that's a plus. Beautiful country. Proud to be an American passing through here. Nice people too. Stopped for a yogurt ice cream, frozen yogurt I should say, raspberry and coffee at an Amish place. Beautiful service, beautiful, beautiful. Really enjoyed it. Now we're back. Next outing is the supper club tonight. So that's it for now.